Hey, what's up, New Zealand and the world? Lucas Lawman's Kiwi Voice. Great news coming out of Wellington today as Andrew Little, Health Minister, has announced that the vaccine mandate for healthcare workers is under review. So we're going to dive into that as well as give you a little bit of reaction to some of the mainstream media coverage of this issue over the last couple of days. Firstly, the facts. Andrew Little has stated in an interview with Stuff today that the vaccine mandate for healthcare is under review and that they are asking experts if there is any clinical basis for the mandate, meaning if they speak to Michael Baker, Rod Jackson or Susie Wiles, then they'll probably advocate for another booster, longer isolation periods, mandatory masks everywhere, and generally make everybody miserable. Or if they speak to what is fast becoming the consensus of scientists and doctors out there that actually have sense, then they will see that there was no clinical basis for the mandates in the first place. Vaccine mandates are the single biggest contributor to the societal and social division that has permeated New Zealand society over the last 18 months, in my opinion. And what I am keen to know, as probably a lot of you out there as well are, is whether these people are going to be held to account for the damage that they have caused to New Zealand society. Now, this potential easing of the government's view here just so happens to coincide with some fairly comprehensive mainstream media coverage of the nurses or unvaccinated nurses, mandated nurses issue over the last couple of days, specifically on the project. The bloody Pfizer lackeys on that show, it was embarrassing. I can imagine that this is the kind of segment that'll get picked up by overseas outlets and torn apart. Let's check it out.
Well, welcome along to the project, everybody. Look, Mark Richardson is here tonight. If you're a regular project viewer, you will know that we're very pro-vaccination, pro-booster.
See how Jesse Mulligan here almost desperately clamours to confirm here on the project we are pro-vaccine, pro-booster, hits his hand down on the table. It's as if his Pfizer bonus depended on it. The project conducted a poll, though, they ran by an independent third party, that showed that 57% of Kiwis believe that unvaccinated nurses should be allowed back to work. Again, Jesse Mulligan states this.
And I think we were pretty surprised to see that result today. 57% of New Zealanders, according to this poll, keen for those unvaccinated nurses to come back.
I would say that's probably because you live in your own fearful bubble. The other two presenters, Jeremy Corbett and Kanoa Lloyd, then go on to say that they wouldn't want to be treated by an unvaccinated nurse. Check this out.
We need the staff, but I wouldn't want a family member being treated by an unvaccinated nurse.
I'm the same. I'm sorry. I just want to know that my healthcare workers are vaccinated and that they're all in the same camp.
Just goes to show that the media and political elite are either blissfully ignorant of basic science of the effectiveness or lack of effectiveness of these products, or are so paralysed by misguided fear that they would rather discriminate against who provides them health care in their time of need rather than receive the actual care. That's the state we're in right now, people, and the announcement has come straight after. This segment was but one. We have reached out to the Director of Nurses for Freedom as well as the Director of the Nurses Society, who had these comments when asked about the unvaccinated nurses or Nurses for Freedom group.
It's pretty clear they're a small minority, minuscule minority. They've displayed poor judgment, they've not met their professional obligations, and the health service doesn't want them back. It's absolutely not good to have them back. They expose patients and their colleagues to risk, and they've displayed bad judgment. Nursing practice is to be based on evidence. They haven't followed evidence.
Completely misguided, unscientific comments there from David Willis, the director of the Nurses Union. I would say almost hateful. We have reached out to him for comment. I doubt I'll get anything back, but at least we're giving him the opportunity to comment in response to this article. Again, interesting times. This is where we're at. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Really good news to hear that they most likely will be dropping the mandate, I believe. But let's keep an eye on it just in case they throw a curveball our way. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that send stars button if you love what we do. Share these links around, comment down below and keep the conversation going. We love to do that here on Kiwi Voice. But for now, team, stay safe, stay free, and we'll see you again real soon.